my name is Plamen Chardakliyev from Playbox Neo company. I'm broadcast engineer here. We are based in Sofia, Bulgaria. It's located our headquarters, and the company exists from 23 years. We develop products for different type of broadcasters. Our clients are national and international broadcasters, startup television channels, webcasters, interactive TV, music channels, film channels, and even we serve as disaster recovery and for our customers. Okay, so I am about to show our main product called Playout, and it's part actually of Java in a box. Let me share my screen, please. So this is our Playout. It's worked for, let's say, I mentioned for around 23 years since its first release. It's constantly upgradable, new features, and make it more robust release after release. So we are powering with around 19,500 channels around the world. I will mention just some key features of it. So in the middle, it's a playlist, as you can see, in a rows and columns style, Excel sheet style. And it has a built-in logo generator in case you need just a channel logo. It came directly from the Playout. You don't need CG for it. Yeah, I have a few logos added here. Also, it has a built-in clip trimmer. Let's assume someone bring you a file in the last possible moment. You don't have time to, let's say, to remove the 5 seconds color bars in the beginning of the file. In a matter of seconds, actually, you can find this spot here and just apply the changes logically inside the playlist. Regarding its main focus is automation, but of course changes on the fly by operator are also possible. Along with it, actually, we bring and something called we call media gateway. Its interface is web-based. From here, actually, you can manage your inputs and outputs. We support NDI, Blackmagic or Azure for SDI. For outputs, actually, this is the same. And also for the IP outputs, we are supporting the UDP, RTP, SRT, RTMP, and hopefully soon we will have in the HFS output. So the media gateway itself have built-in monitoring system, this multi-viewer, and it has alarming system inside. So currently you can see I have 2 playouts here running, playout 1, playout 2. I can see its sources. I have also NDI source here. I have SDI source, and I have also SRT source from these 2 playouts running. And I also have a switch group, which I will show you in a moment. So let me just say a few words about the alarming system. We are detecting, as you can see, no signal, but also the playout itself will support. Okay, let's just pause this source. In 5 seconds, it will detect that there is a freeze. You can see it detect there is a freeze. So we are detecting black, no output, freeze alarm, and also audio alarm. You can set up your own thresholds for minimum and maximum decibels, and also for the silence. And I will tell you in a bit later how you can use this this alarming system not only to realize there is an issue, but also for better purposes. In case the issue is resolved, if I just release the playback, you don't need to go and check it. Also, there is a audio. If you have audio device, there is a beeping, so you don't need to stare 24/7 inside the monitor in order to detect some issues. There will be an audio alarm. So this product actually can be part of the to be together with the playout itself, but also it can be a separate product, standalone product, just to manage your inputs, outputs, and transfer them from one type of source to another. Let me demonstrate you. So see, currently I have on output, I have two SDIs here. SDI output, what Decklink Duo 2 and Decklink 4 Extreme, 4K Extreme. And actually they take Airbox 1 and Airbox 2 as its source, these Blackmagic cards. Maybe you saw that I have an NDI source here. Yeah, I have NDI source, I have SRT source. So if I go and instead of playout 1, I actually select the NDI, and now the system start working like NDI to SDI converter. Also, I can select my SRT source, so the system will start working like SRT to SDI converter. So you can think about this like your video router, but not only for SDI sources, but different type of sources. Next thing I want to show here is that we have built-in encoders here. Before they was inside the playout interface, but now we move it here. We just keep the playout interface for the playout operator, and the engineer who is managing inputs, outputs, and so on, actually working on this environment. It's web browser interface. It means that you can open it remotely on another PC, not interrupting the playout operator operations. And because it's web browser, actually you can open it on literally any device, no matter it is iOS operational system, Windows, Android. If you can open the browser and you have internet connectivity, actually you can access this interface. So we have encoders here. You just when you want to broadcast something, you need first from our system, you just need to prepare the encoder. Okay, you put multiplexer, some service info, video codecs. You can use, if you have an NVIDIA card, you can actually use it for H64 encoding or H65 also. But of course, you can use your CPU in case you need it. So I have two encoders here. I assigned the playout number 1 as source of encoder 1 and playout number 2 for encoder 2. And after we have this, actually you can go on destinations and you create, let's say, SRT output. I have one and I assign encoder 1 to this SRT and SRT2, encoder 2 to assign. So, but yeah, again, you can choose another source for your SRT. As I mentioned, you can transform one type of source to another. I show you how you can assign NDI or SRT to the SDI output. But also, let's say I have SRT output here. I can choose my UDP source. So it will just change the protocol. We keep the same video and audio bit rates. And yeah, let's say if I receiving SRT source from somewhere, let's say from different country, I can transform into UDP. And so everybody in my local network can use this source for what it's needed, if it needs. So another thing we add in our media gateway is a switch group. It is like built-in automatic changeover device. Currently I'm using the SRT1 and SRT as my source. I will make a quick demonstration for you. So yeah, they called main and backup. Let's just go and see the switch group. Okay. Yeah, this is our switch group, and switch group is currently playing our Airbox 1. That just a different source from our playout 2. Okay. Okay, so now I will use my VOC player. Okay, here. Okay, we have VOC player here, which will allow us to see the UDP output. This one. Okay, and for this UDP output, I have actually the switch group. Yeah, Airbox 1 between Airbox 1 and Airbox 2. So yeah, you can see it is the result. It's our output actually. Okay. So I can go in switch group and manually can switch between main and backup. It has like 2-3 seconds to switch because it's encoding. You know, there is some time for encoding. Yeah, but also it's possible to do this and automatically. Let's say if for some reason we lost a signal, it will automatically switch if I select, of course, our auto switch mode, this one. But also you can use our alarming system inside our mode viewer. So you know, sometimes if you're broadcasting black, but there is still valid bit rate for video and audio. No matter you are broadcasting black, for the software it's a valid source. So actually we can take advantage of our alarming system to detect the issues and to make this switch. So let's try it. Yeah, I just want to see everything. So here is our output of our switch group, and yeah, let's just now we will broadcasting our main. If I go and click pause in few seconds, in 5 seconds actually, the system will realize and switch to backup automatically. Yeah, so see, now we're playing from the backup. It's because the system detects the issue, alarming system detect the issue. So that's how you can actually change the sources. I'm demonstrating this now on the output level, but you can use it also on the input level. Let's say you are broadcasting a Champions League match, you get the main source through satellite over with the SNG truck. But also you, as a backup, you are having a SRT source over the public internet. So in case there is some severe thunderstorm over the stadium and the satellite connection is not very stable, the system, if detect some issues, can automatically switch to this to your backup source. The other feature we have here is I want to mention is that we support STT triggers for both SGI and SRT or UGP output. So we are supporting STT 104 for SGI, both on input and output, and STT 35 for the SDI, both on input and output. So our playout can be a sender or a receiver. Let me make quick demonstrations again for this. So I will use the SRT source. My live input, live 1 is taking SRT source from Airbox number 1. So let's just start playing files and players on number 1, and we use this live source here. And I have two commercial programs on the second playout. They're separate with these bookmarks. And now this bookmark here will send the SkyTet trigger, and yeah, you see it jump on the second block. You don't need to go in the order. You can actually select which one by just sending a specific splice event ID. And yeah, again, this command will actually bring us back at the beginning. So if you are, let's say, broadcasting from different country, but you want to play some local commercials, actually you can use our playout as as a local commercial at inserter. Again, you can see now it will send the command and it will start playing the first commercial block. Actually, I just want to mention some real user scenario, real case scenario. Several months ago, I was involved one user case with a customer. I think it was from Latin America, and they need to broadcast some volleyball championship. As you know, in the volleyball, when you get the timeout, it's 1 minute long timeout, and usually there is time when you start playing commercials. So he is looking for how to send these triggers to the television, so they need to start broadcasting commercials, and after that automatically get back to the live feed from the Obi-Wan, and he assigned these triggers, this DPI plugin, this kind of triggers to our shotbox button here inside the interface. So he manually click when the timeout starts. It sends the trigger to the playout. The playout starts playing local commercials, and then another button when the timeout ends, he sends another trigger and bring back the playout to life, so he playing the feed from the venue. Also we have our CG generator. It's called title box. It's very easy to use it. I can demonstrate you actually what you can achieve with it. We have some prepared graphics here. Let's just jump here on this one. And now you will see how automatically the system will work. The playout is sending commands to the title box, and it will load. It will start playing graphics. If you review this project, we have like 76 objects in total. They are combined in different slides, and now the system automatically start one at another. Now you see it making L shape. The video squeeze from the playouts, and the graphics still came from the CG. And the part of the channel box, along with the graphics and the playout itself, is the ingest. Because all our inputs are here inside the media gateway, it is convenient your ingest to be here. So we have the ingest here. Any of the sources that you saw inside the multiware actually can be selected. Let's say I can select the NDI source, I can select the SRT source, I can select directly the Airbox or the UDP source, even the switch group I can select as my source. You can broadcast, you can ingest in two formats simultaneously. I have Sony XDCAM as main source. I can select my I have some compliance recording. You can actually create your own preset. Let's say if I want to build my MP4 preset for my website, so I can ingest my videos and broadcast them then. Yeah, I can use video encoder for the H64. Okay, I just select the my standard. Let's just name it MP4, and yeah, just add audio channel. In a matter of seconds, it's very easy. Actually, you can create your own preset, and I can assign it as a secondary format for my ingest, and I can go hit and start recording. Few seconds after you start the recording, it's possible to review what you record so far. So yeah, you can see this is MP4 for my MP4 format and MXF for my Sony XDCAM HD preset. So I can go inside the player and can review what I have so far until I'm still ingesting. You can put some marks here. Let's say you are broadcasting and I mean ingesting a football match, and yeah, you can say now this is the first goal, home team. This will create a metadata file that later, if you put on the timeline of the editing software like Kegios or Adobe Premiere, the editor will see the same marks over his timeline, so easy can navigate through the video material. So you saw how it works in the manual mode, but we also have a schedule mode where you can create a schedule based on time and the day of the week. And also we support compliance. We have compliance mode where you can ingest, let's say in our compliance built-in formats, 2 megabits maximum, so output 1 hour. You can see you can add for how many days the system will keep the files, and then automatically we delete them. Different countries have different requirements from their authorities for how long you need to keep the video material. Yeah, and one last thing I will mention here. We have from our customers, we have questions. Can I ingest directly on my NAS, store ingesting format directly on my NAS? Yeah, you can, but actually it's better to ingest locally, because usually in the ingest you have write redundancy. The networks don't have redundancy. If there is a glitch, maybe you lost your content. So we say just ingest locally, then assign auto transfer template. We have auto transfer templates. You can create auto transfer template. When the ingest finish, the system automatically will take the file and put it on the location you want, and also can delete it from the ingest video storage, so you don't need to maintain the manual the storage itself. Okay, in the media gateway we also have something called time delay for the customers who are broadcasting in different time zones. You automatically can delay your output for how long you want. Yeah, I have a 30 minutes delay here. I just need to select its source and automatically to start delaying it. And after this source, let's say I want to delay the encoder one. And then I can, in my destinations, I can actually assign to my UDP output. I can assign this delay, and it will keep the files for 30 minutes, and after it play them, it will delete it. So it's very, very easy to use this. It's in a matter of seconds you can create your time delay. Okay, so if you have some questions, I will be happy to answer.